So it looks like the Phoenix Suns are human after all. It's not very often you see them lose a basketball game, especially this year in these playoffs. But they did fall to the Milwaukee Bucks 120 to 100 here in game three. Milwaukee needed this win to avoid going down 0-3. Had they lost tonight, series would have been over. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Series would have been over. But Milwaukee did a great job tonight. Outstanding performance by Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think the stat read that he was the first player in playoff history, the first player in playoff history to have back-to-back 40-point games. He did it. He had 41 points tonight, 4 assists in the first quarter, so he got his team going early. And then he just took off and did his thing. Middleton stepped up tonight after being terrible on the road. I think he went to the free throw line for the first time in this series, actually. Let's see. Yeah, he went 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and he didn't get to the line in the first 2 games at all. Drew Holiday finished with 21 points, 5 for 10 from 3. And the big three did a great job of distributing the ball as well. Giannis and Middleton both had 6 assists. Holiday had 9 assists. Lopez really couldn't, he had 11 points, but he really couldn't find a rhythm tonight. But like I said, Giannis made up for whatever Lopez lacked. But the Bucks pretty much, Phoenix did make a run. They didn't make a run when Milwaukee, got the big lead, but they did at one point get a 6-point lead in the game. And I'm just thinking, like, if I don't know if this game is close, because Milwaukee, when it's always touch and go with them in close games. Like, it seems like, I know they did their thing against Brooklyn, but their standard, from what I've seen them to be over the past 3 years, they have to blow you out in order to beat you. They blow so many teams out, but they were able to take control of the game at home, their first finals game since 1971. So they, like I said, avoided going down 0-3 in the series. They were able to, get within one game, and I do think, they're probably going to win Wednesday to tie the series up. As far as Phoenix, Booker, Middleton, and I would say Holiday, they did a number on Booker tonight. Booker was held to just 10 points on 3 for 14 shooting and 1 for 7 from 3. He was a non-factor. Ayton was efficient as usual. He was 8 for 11 with 18 points and 9 rebounds, but his problem were fouls. He had 5 fouls. He stayed in foul trouble, and he scored 16 of those 18 points in the first half. So he pretty much, they took him out of the game as well. CP3 did, what he could with the situation they were in, 19 points, 9 rebounds, but they were pretty much, Milwaukee went on a 16-0 run to end the third quarter, and once that happened, they eventually went up by 25, and you just knew it was just like, this is Milwaukee's game. This is their game right here. We know Phoenix is good. We know what they're capable of, but again, they can still be beaten, and I think overall in this series, just to give an overall observation, Milwaukee seems like they're the better team. Like, this game right here, I don't have a rooting interest, from neither team. Whoever wins, great. But if I'm looking at this game and I'm a Bucks fan, I'm saying, okay, we have control now. We're the better team because we're longer. They have their big guy who's out for the rest of the year with an ACL tear. The Bucks are taller, they're longer. I think they're a better defensive team. They just have to get certain people, Middleton, to play better on the road. Because if that happens, if Milwaukee takes a game, and I do think it's going to go to 7, but if Middleton can play, and they still have to win game 4, of course, but if Middleton can do what he do one time, if he can go on the road one time in this series and play like he played at home, then it may not even go to a game 7. Milwaukee may end it in Phoenix. They just may. Because they are the better defensive team. They proved that. It's not like they didn't have a chance in Phoenix. They could have won at least game 1 in that series. So I'm leaning more towards the Bucks are finding their stride. It took them going home, and they just need Middleton to have one of these games on the road. Of course, they got to show up and they got to win game 4, because game 4 is a must win, just like game 3 tonight was. If you go down 3-1, you're not beating Phoenix 3 times in a row. You're just not. So you got to win game 4. Then you got to go to game 5, which will be, in Phoenix. Oh, I said earlier that they could end it in Phoenix. They'll be ended in Milwaukee if they win in 6. But I just think if Middleton, I don't know if he can put together 3 straight, good games, good performances. He wasn't lights out tonight, but he played much better tonight. And I think Giannis did his thing. That's to be expected. But I think the story is Middleton. Can Middleton do this Wednesday, and can he do it again Saturday in Phoenix? Because if so, series might be over in Bucks' favor. But we'll see. Yeah, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. It's much appreciated. And until next time, peace.